Welcome to a brand new segment we'll be doing on YouTube with my friend Logan and Carson. I'm Gunner. We'll be talking about the upcoming football games this weekend, last night's game versus with the Panthers versus Steelers, and some players from certain teams that have been designated with injuries. Logan, what do you think about the game?
We saw a whole different Steelers offense. It was a total beatdown. We saw Big Ben, a new Big Ben. I've never seen this out of him before. What did he throw for 5 touchdowns, I believe?
Yeah, it was 5 touchdowns. And then they put in their backup quarterback.
Including the first play of their drive, 75 yards to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing, honestly. The fact that they come out there and just put the beat down straight there. First play, are you kidding me? What are the Panthers' defense doing? It's been like that all game. I don't know.
Well, we're going to jump into Eric Reed's hit on Big Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally don't think that's worth an ejection, but what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't believe so. I mean, there's nothing he can do to stop it. He's already in the motion. It was a late slide, clearly. So
Right.
it's not necessary, the ejection.
I did not watch any of the game last night. Did not see the hit or the ejection, but sounds like you guys are pretty passionate about it.
All right,
I
yeah.
mean, if I may add, the refs are kind of the Steelers' favor. If you,
Yeah, I would admit
personally
that.
believe so. I'm not biased towards the Panthers or any team, but I personally think the refs did a terrible job.
I don't know. We could debate about that all day, but I mean, let's get down and dirty with the Steelers defense and how they blitzed like crazy. How many sacks did they have?
I believe 5 sacks. I don't know what the offensive line for the Panthers is doing, but they did not pick up anyone. Christian McCaffrey was blocking like a little princess out there, even though he had 3 touchdowns. He had a heck of a game, don't get me wrong, but he's blocking like a sissy. Cam could not do anything. Surprised he did not get injured.
That is true. Very true. And then let's just hop right back into the game from yesterday. The Steelers' offense is incredible. They had so many deep bombs right to Juju and Antonio Brown. This was just crazy. Nobody expected it to be a 52-21 game. Nobody.
Talented pair of wide receivers over there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Not too many weapons. I mean, if they get Bell back, my prediction would be the Steelers in the Super Bowl.
I'm talking like Jesse James, and what a stud James Conner is. Unbelievable. He's had almost 100 yards from scrimmage every single game. It's unbelievable what he's done for the Steelers.
He's a big-time player, stepping up.
Exactly.
Else being, I don't know what you want to call that.
Agreed. Okay, well now we're going to move on. We'll be talking about the first game on our list, the Saints at Bengals. What do you guys think?
It's going to be a blowout, Saints.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially since AJ Green's out.
I think this is a pretty easy one.
And right
Bengals
now,
offense, they were doing okay to start the season, but now they're losing their top target.
and I mean, let's just get right to the injury log for the Saints. The Saints injury log, they're missing the defensive end, Marcus Davenport, questionable for a toe injury. Cameron Meredith, questionable for a knee injury. And cornerback P.J. Williams, questionable for a hamstring injury. Guard Larry Ford, questionable NAD, inflamed rash. And tackle Taron Armstead, questionable knee. Guard Andres Peets, questionable hip. Tackle Ryan Ramsack or something like that, questionable for a knee injury. Center Max Unger, questionable for a knee. So what are you guys' thoughts on their offensive line?
It's banged up. But
Yeah, definitely. They're missing.
Line that Drew Brees, the elite quarterback that he is, will do the same that he has been doing all season.
I mean, Alvin Kamara in the backfield has done a tremendous job. He's had such a great year with the receiving yards and the rushing yards. What are you guys' thoughts on the players in the backfield and the wide receiver core in New Orleans?
Them as well, with the talented players they have, like the Steelers. They have Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Dez Bryant, who they just recently signed, but unfortunately has a fear of a torn Achilles. I don't know.
I mean, even with the pretty injured line, I'm not sure all those are starters, but they have a lot of options, even facing like blitzes and quick rushes, or if their line can't get through. I mean, you got Ingram and Kamara out of the backfield on all 4 downs. You got Michael Thomas is always a threat downfield. So I really think this is going to be a Saints game.
I mean, when we look at the Bengals injury log, we see that AJ Green is out and will not return for at least another 2 weeks with that toe injury. Does not need surgery, which is great for fantasy owners. John Ross is questionable. Gio Bernard, questionable for a knee injury. Billy Price, questionable for a foot injury. I mean, the comparison between the Saints injury log and the Bengals injury log is significant. It's just unbelievable. And I personally think, even with the injuries, I personally think that the Saints will win this game.
Soon in a round. I'm going out on a limb, 35-10 ball game Saints.
You think the Bengals will put up 10, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think personally, they have Joe Mixon. I'm going to say it's going to be probably a 17-42 ball game.
A lot of points there.
Yep.
Go with 28-7 Saints.
All right.
Our next game on the list, Falcons at Browns. Logan, what do you think?
Well, for the Falcons, Matt Ryan's hot. People call him Matty Ice, but he's on fire right now. I mean, the Browns, what have they done? They're 2-6-1.
Something
Baker
like that.
Mayfield, they're not living up to his #1 draft pick in this year's draft, or last year.
I don't know, but what has he had to work with? He really has not had anything. We've seen that Joe Thomas has retired, and they've put in a left tackle that has really not done much.
They got Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, I don't know. You're giving him a lot less credit than he probably deserves. I mean, who is their running back core? They have Nick Chubb. I mean, sure, he's been doing all right for the past couple games, but he's just not been doing that good for me. The Cleveland Browns are just not an overall good team, and their defense has not proved much, in my opinion.
Their defense is stellar. I mean, in a couple of years, they'll be stellar.
Well, yeah, but we're talking right now, and I personally think that it's not going to be that good right now.
So you taking the Falcons?
Either way, the Falcons, in a round.
I don't know.
The Browns in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield's got his first new coach. I think Baker's going to come out
that is true.
ready, running and gunning.
It depends on how they utilize Jarvis Landry. If they put him in there, and we've seen it before, we've got to see a lot of Jarvis this game, no doubt about it.
Obviously, we don't know the matchup yet, but my personal opinion is Julio will get 2 touchdowns on Denzel Ward.
On Denzel Ward.
I don't think Julio's going to be coming out like that. He just got his first touchdown of the season last week, right? I don't know. I feel like the Browns really can take this game at home, especially against a Falcons team that I don't think is super good.
But I will point this out. From this injury log I've just looked at, Denzel Ward did not practice Wednesday's practice because of a hip injury. Jamie Collins, another ankle injury. That could put
That's going to be a major factor.
Exactly. Tevin Coleman could have a big game this week. Big game.
Just like last week.
Big game.
Next on the list, we have an NFC North matchup. We got the Lions at Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Carson, you start.
I think the Bears are going to take this one home just because of the injuries on the Lions injury report. Ezekiel Ansah is injured, defensive end. Offensive tackle, Taylor Decker. Linebacker, Christian Jones. Offensive guard, TJ Lang. Linebacker, Jalen Reeves Maven. Running back, Theo Riddick. And cornerback, Darius Slay. That's going to be a big key in this Sunday game.
I think Bears are going to rout them. I mean, the Lions have not proven anything this year. Matthew Stafford is overpaid by a long shot. He's not living up to his standards one bit.
Yep, fully agree. And think about this. Khalil Mack, full participation this week, going to lay down the hammer. He's going to be feasting.
2 weeks. I mean,
think about what the Minnesota Vikings did. 10 sacks? Are you out of your mind? Khalil Mack is going to get double the amount that Danielle Hunter got. This is going to be an absolute feast. Bears take this one.
Although Khalil Mack is better than Danielle Hunter.
By
Vikings'
far,
defensive line
no doubt
and
about it.
defense in whole is a lot better than the Bears. I think this game will be a little bit closer. I think the Bears are still going to win because the Lions just don't have it on defense this year. But and the Bears are at home. Oh, I mean, no, I don't mind the Lions' offense. It's kind of. I think it'll sneak
The
in.
fact that they got rid of Golden Tate, I don't know. They're taking away their threats. I don't know. Personally, I just think that the Bears are going to take it home. The score of the game, I think, is going to be roughly probably another. I'm going to think it's going to be 13-25, just because of that. It's just
On score.
yeah.
My score for the game, I'm gonna have the Bears taking it 24-14. 24-14 Bears.
28-10 Bears.
Okay. Next game on the list, we've got the Cardinals at Chiefs. This is a pretty easy one.
Chiefs. Monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chiefs.
I don't know. David Johnson's going to have a big game this week just
Actually-
because of the Chiefs' defense.
I think
Ranked
that
one of the worst.
Cardinals come with their new offensive coordinator. I mean, they're getting Larry Fitz involved a lot. What do you have, like 100-some receiving yards his first game back, or with a new offensive coordinator and a touchdown?
Yeah,
I mean, it really all depends on how Josh Rosen plays.
that is true.
Comes down to the rookie quarterback. But the Chiefs are just all around a really good team. And
Patrick Mahomes is hot.
On fire, and
He's
the Chiefs'
unbelievable.
offense is all around. I mean, they got Kelsey, Tyreek Hill,
Kareem
Hunt. I mean, Sammy Watkins is your fourth option on that team.
That's insane once you think about it.
It really is.
I don't know.
So we got
Chiefs defense got to pick it up in order to win that game.
next one. I think there's a pretty easy answer to this one. Logan and Carson might not agree, but we got the Patriots at Titans.
Oh, for sure a blowout. Patriots.
Guess I was wrong. Patriots as well. Tom Brady. He's just too good to be losing to the Titans.
I think
I don't know.
it's going to be a little closer match, in my opinion.
I don't know. I kind of think that right now Tom Brady's getting a little overrated. Are you kidding me? If Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, was put on the Patriots defense, no, offense, I'm sorry. I personally think that Aaron Rodgers would be probably a 6-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. That's just my opinion. He's had to make himself a great quarterback, and he didn't have Brett Favre to help him one bit.
I mean, the Titans' offense, when you look at it, they have no threats whatsoever. They don't have a run game, and they do not have a wide receiver game. I mean, Corey Davis is their number one option there.
He's not great.
He's inconsistent.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Mariota only has like 3 or 4 passing touchdowns in the season. Getting it done, or he's getting it done through his legs, but
The real thing is how Sony Michel is going to come out after that injury, and if Rob Gronkowski is going to play this week.
I don't know. I mean, the Patriots have played well without them the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon and Edelman have been picking it up,
Yeah,
and James White has been an all-around workhorse.
yeah, that is true. He's a receiving beast, to say the least.
I'm gonna go with 35-10 Patriots.
I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say 3-35. I'm going to say that.
I'm saying 21-17. Patriots take this one home.
Close game, huh?
Thriller.
Okay, our next game we got the Redskins at the Buccaneers. Logan, what do you think?
I don't know. Fitzmagic, baby. I'm riding with him. I think Bucks will win this one. I mean, you look at their offense, they don't really got anyone as well. But the Redskins' defense, actually, I don't know. This one's going to be close. I still think the Buccaneers will win, but it all depends on how Fitzmagic plays.
When I'm looking at this injury report, what I'm seeing the most is Jordan Reed's coming back from that injury. He's playing, not injured anymore. Mike Evans over here did not participate Wednesday's practice, questionable for the week. And Trent Williams did not participate either. I don't know. It's going to be definitely a close match, but I think the Redskins are going to take this one home just because of they're just on a hot streak.
I don't know. I might need a fact check on this, but I think the Redskins lost 2 of their starting offensive linemen for the year with some sort of knee injury. I think Trent Williams was one of them.
No, he's out for a thumb injury right now. Yep,
What about
Thumb
Paul
injury.
Richardson? I know he's
Paul Richardson. Mount
He won't
St.
be on the
Paul.
injury report because he's on the IR.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were put on that.
I don't know, but Morgan Moses, out with a knee injury, did not participate during Wednesday's practice either.
What do you think, Connor?
For me, the Redskins, pretty good defense, really good safeties. Buccaneers, they've been
Yeah.
really inconsistent, and if Fitzmagic plays good, they have a chance, but I really think it's going to be the Redskins in a close game.
I don't know. I think, personally, right now, I think HaHa Clinton Dix is a great factor for that team. Honestly, a 4th-round draft pick. Are the Packers out of their mind? I personally think so. Because who would give a great starter safety for a 4th-round draft pick? Their best defensive back in Green Bay for a 4th-round draft pick. Unbelievable, in my opinion.
So we got Redskins, Bucks.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
and I think the score, it's going to be a close one, folks. It's probably going to be I'm going to say 28-24.
I'm going to go 21-17.
I'm saying 17-13.
Really close. Okay, our next game is Bills at Jets, 2 terrible teams.
Is this
Hashing
what
out.
we're talking about? I mean,
Might as
come
well
on.
skip right over it.
Is Nathan Peterman going to be the starter?
Yep, he is because Derek Anderson's out with a
That is just
concussion.
absurd to me.
And, well, actually, you never know because Josh Allen was limited in practice Wednesday with an elbow injury, so he might be coming back.
I mean,
I don't think they'll rush back a rookie like that. I mean, they put some high stakes into him. I feel like they'll let him come back, just take the loss with Peterman.
Yeah. I don't know.
But the Jets are a really bad team. Sam Darnold is leading the league in interceptions, and their defense doesn't look too hot out there. So this could be a really ugly
Yeah, but
game.
Sam Darnold is also part of the injury report. I'm sure he's going to play. He's
questionable with the ankle and not expected to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not
Can you
expected to
think
play?
of one?
Not expected to play with the.
That just-
Well,
I mean,
in that
This game is not worth watching.
twist, yeah, and
Do not
unless you're the
watch.
fan of that, do not watch it because
I mean,
Robbie Anderson also injured with an ankle injury. What you see on this injury report is mainly foot and ankle injuries.
I do believe that this game will come down to the home team, so I do think the Jets will win.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I personally think the Bills are gonna win their 3rd game this season.
I don't know, we've got Steven Hauschka versus, Ferret Santos?
Jason Myers.
Jason Myers.
Definitely gonna be a low-scoring game for me. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a 9-6 game.
I'm saying 10-3.
9-6, I'm going to go with 9-6 as well.
Yeah, just because
All
they're
Jets.
kicking.
All Jets.
Honestly,
In our last noon game, we have a pretty decent game here. We got the Jaguars at
AFC
Colts.
South from the Jets.
Logan, what do you think?
This is going to be close. I mean, Andrew Luck's hot.
exactly. Yeah.
But
Keep
the
on.
Jags defense is stellar. I mean, they got the playmakers.
They do.
And what a playmaker Marlon Mack has been.
And can't forget Leonard Fournette's coming back
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
after a long, lengthy.
But Blake Bortles is nothing.
Yeah, they need to get him out. Next year. By next year, they need him out.
Exactly. He is
He's
ruining.
ruining that offense. I mean,
Yeah.
the defense makes a play for them and a 3-and-out happens. Like, you can't have that happen.
Exactly.
You cannot have that happen.
I think things will get a lot better now that they have a running back.
I mean, they've
it's
still got a
Fournette.
crowded backfield.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, but
gonna-
now I think you have a lot more options. You get Leonard Fournette running the ball, and he was 3rd last year in the league, average or carries per game. I think he had like 20.06 or something.
I don't know. Blake Bortles was questionable Wednesday, but I'm sure he's going to come back. He was probable for the game. AJ Boye did not participate. Leonard Fournette's probably going to come back. He's full participation. Cornerbacks, full participation besides him. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Colts are going to take this one out just because they're limited on their cornerbacks right now, in my opinion. I think AJ Boye definitely would have been a key contributor in the game. And I think Andrew Luck is way too hot to stop.
I'm going to take the Jaguars. I think Leonard Fournette's going to be the key here.
I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah.
24-21.
No way. I don't think it's going to be that close. I think it's going to be a 35-21 ball game.
I'm going 28-14 Jaguars. Moving on to our first mid-afternoon game. We got the Chargers at Raiders at 3:05. What do you think, Logan?
Chargers, for sure. What are the Raiders? 1-7?
1-7, I believe.
unbelievable what they've done with that program. They've turned it from a playoff team to now a bum team. Just a team that has absolutely nothing. Derek Carr cannot do anything because they've lost Amari Cooper. They've done everything bad. They've lost their best defensive player for a trade. Why would you think of doing that?
Not sure.
Beyond
I'm
me.
gonna have to take the Chargers as well. I think Melvin Gordon and Philip Rivers and Keenan Allen, really special trio, and their defense is looking pretty good too.
John Gruden, I hope he knows what he's doing because this could come back and bite him right in the
They got a lot of picks. What they have 3 first-round picks.
rounders.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many. Look at how it turned out for the Browns. Okay, our next game we have the Seahawks at Rams.
Oh, definitely,
Definitely
the Rams.
I
There's-
personally disagree.
Really?
I mean,
Really?
if you look in the past 3 years, the Seahawks and Rams matchups have always been close with the Steelers splitting. Seahawks, sorry. Seahawks splitting one game with them. But granted, it's at home for the Rams. But look at the last game they had. It was 38-31 maybe?
But that was with the Legion of Doom. Oh, Boom, I mean, not Doom. I'm sorry. But you got to think about it. They've lost most of their secondary.
Yeah, Errol Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Richardson, Sherman.
It's just unbelievable.
I really think this is the Rams game. I think their defense hasn't been as well as they wanted to play this year, but their offense is unstoppable.
I mean, what is
High-powered.
Sue done? He has not done a single thing really.
Yeah, Donald carries the offense. Their
The
linebacker-
defense, their defense.
I think they'd like to see a lot more out of Marcus Peters and keep
Mhm.
Yeah, Marcus-
Well, Keep to Leave got a torn ACL. Can't really expect.
Marcus Peters, he got burned last week by Michael Thomas.
Yeah, that was
And then he goes
unbelievable.
out and starts saying, like, you see that tweeting?
talking about
Or-
Sean Payton.
Talking about Sean Payton. He just got beat, bro. You cannot talk smack. He completely got worked. I mean, you're not good, clearly. You haven't been good in the past year, don't get me wrong. You're an outstanding player and you're a playmaker, but this year, it's not your year, man.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your mouth shut until you actually make a play.
Yeah, he was a Pro Bowl player. I'm not saying he's going to make the Pro Bowl this year. Not a chance. Not a chance.
In the Rams defense, it's not like enough to stand.
So,
Yeah.
score for the game, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a 31-24 Seahawks game.
Carson?
I'm going to say a 24-14 ball game.
I think the Rams are going to put up 42. 42-14 maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe their defense is a little bounce back game. We'll see. Okay, our next game we got Dolphins at Packers.
This one's going to be a close one, folks. A very close one.
You know what's going to happen is it's going to be Dolphins score in the last 2 minutes.
And I'm
Themselves up by 7, and then boom, fumble in the next drive.
I'm personally a Green Bay fan, and when I say it's going to be close, that's typically a bad sign for Green Bay fans. I'm sorry to say this, but it's going to be
I'm a
definitely
fan
close.
as well, but I personally think this is going to be a blowout. Tannehill's not playing. Rodgers, this is a must-win game for the Packers.
Hey,
Rodgers
yeah.
is going to go off with 4 touchdowns and over 380 yards.
Really?
My bold prediction.
Well, let's talk about Aaron Jones and what he's done. I mean, besides that fumble against who are they? The Patriots. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Against the Patriots, that was just. He's been doing pretty good. Like in the backfield, he's been taking the running back toll, and he's been a good lead blocker and been doing the job for
Personally,
receiving.
I liked his fumble last week. Thought it was really a key point of the game for him. My favorite part as a Vikings fan.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, I do like what Aaron Jones said after the game. He takes full responsibility for it. Obviously, you don't want that to happen to a young guy like him, but it happens.
Yeah, definitely happens.
So, Carson, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it's when it comes down to the wire, Aaron Rodgers is clutch in the fourth quarter. We've all known that. I think it's going to be a key battle. I think it's going to be a 35 to 31 ball game.
Logan?
23-13, Packers take this one.
I'm going to go with the Packers 24-10. Hate to say it, but Dolphins just aren't my favorite team. And then we got our Sunday night football game. We got Cowboys at Eagles.
Oh, this one's going to be a good matchup, folks.
I don't know. I mean, I don't like the Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott is not great, and if you can minimize Elliott's workload, I think the Eagles have a really good chance of winning.
Yeah, but the Eagles' defense has not really done much this season, to say the least. You come from being a Super Bowl winning team, and you just have not been performing like a Super Bowl winning team.
I mean, I believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game if and only if they get Zeke the ball.
Yep.
He's the most electric player on the offense. And you're not giving him 15 carries a game.
That's unbelievable.
That's absurd. You cannot do that.
It's at least 20 to 25 carries. You at least need that.
I agree. I think if Elliott can get going and the Cowboys defense can have a little bit of a bounce back game, I think they could play really well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take it. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Eagles.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think?
don't know. I'm definitely going Cowboys.
I said the Cowboys, but
Final score?
I'm going to have to say 10-7. Low scoring ball game.
10-7. I'm going to go
Battle of the defenses.
20-10 in favor of the Eagles.
You know, I'm going to have to say this. It's going to be definitely a closer game, as most Sunday night football games are. I'm going to say it's going to be a 27-24 ball game.
I mean, both teams are going to be playing with their hearts out. Like they should every game. In this division, you look at it, it's a toss-up. Besides the Giants, I mean, they're not doing anything with Eli Manning, which we'll discuss in the next game. But I don't know what the records are exact, but I know it's close. I mean, both teams need to swing.
Yep.
So it's going to be close.
Agreed. Okay, and Monday Night Football, Giants at 49ers. Not super exciting.
It's a terrible Monday Night Football game.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Carson?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the 49ers have not been really doing much whatsoever. And the Giants, honestly, they have the offensive players. They just need the defensive players. But I think with Saquon and OBJ, I think this is going to be a New York game.
Saquon has put that offense under his back, single-handedly, and carried them to all their scores. Well, not all of them, but that's just over his reputation. He is really good. He's living up to his standards. Just think if I was going to have him.
Yep.
To the bigger injury.
Wish they would have taken him. For me, I do not like the Giants' offense. I think they're terrible. They do not know how to utilize their assets. And 49ers, I think they can take this one at home. Giants aren't a great team, and Mullen played pretty well last game. Maybe he can repeat and do it again.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to go with the Giants. There's no way that the 49ers can win. Absolutely no way that the 49ers can win this ball game. It's going to be a blowout, in my opinion, because Saquon Barkley is a beast, to say the least. He is a beast. He has been feasting on that line.
I think 49ers are actually going to win this one. I changed my train of thought, but Nick Mullins, his first game, starter, played like a boss. Granted, it was against a terrible Oakland Raiders defense, but I mean, he showed up.
Yeah, he definitely did. I don't know.
Kyle Shanahan should play him again. I think there's a toss-up between CJ Beathard and Nick Mullins, but Nick Mullins all the way. He's my guy.
I'm definitely going to have to say that Saquon Barkley is going to at least get 2 touchdowns this game. I think the score of this game is going to be 28-14.
28-14. I'm going to go 49ers win 17-14. Close game. Logan?
I said 49ers winning 21-13.
21-13. Okay, and our last subject for today is the Dez Bryant signing and feared torn Achilles.
Now that's a real ball buster for the Saints. Yeah, you have a stud like Dez Bryant come in there, and then during a practice he may have torn his Achilles. Well, that's a lot of money that's been wasted. Not only a star player that's also wasted, but I don't know. It's a fear for Dez Bryant himself because this could ruin his career.
For me, I mean, the Saints already have a high-powered offense, and signing a guy like Dez Bryant could add a little bit to it, but I mean, he's kind of old, and I think he had like career lows for full-year receiving stuff, if I'm not wrong, and touchdowns. And when he plays all 16 games, he had pretty low receptions, and
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that he only got 69.
And I think only
But he had
six
Dak.
touchdowns.
You got to think that he had Dak Prescott in there. That is embarrassing. Dak
I don't know
Prescott.
what Jerry Jones was feeling with that situation. Dak's the quarterback? No, obviously he's not playing well, so you gotta get a change in there. See with Jason Garrett. I despise the guy. He does not know how to run a team. He cannot do anything with that whole team.
Yeah, they've had them way too long, and they've had
not?
Tony Homo, as I like to call him, Tony Homo, because Jason Garrett's had a huge bone for him, to say the least. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, but it's unbelievable. But Jason Garrett's, and the owner just needs to figure out, like, he has lost us so many of these opportunities, and right now Zeke, he's not having the season that he deserves.
If I may say, I don't know if this is correct, but I could have saw a fact. The Cowboys have won one playoff game in the last 25 years. That
Wow.
is embarrassing. For a team that almost makes the playoffs every single year, you won one playoff game out of that. That just shows that there needs to be a change. I mean, they're so invested in their offensive line, and they still can't get a run game going because they don't run the ball over 15 times a game. That's embarrassing.
No doubt about it.
Agreed.
I don't know. With these Des Bryant stats, he's played 16 games last year, 69 completions and 133 attempts to him, and he only got 38 yards from scrimmage. I just don't see it.
If I may say my take, that was terrible for the Saints. I mean, you got second wide receiver, Michael Thomas and Dez, y'all done the duo, but now you got to go back to Traquan Smith. I mean, sure you can make a play once in a while, but
I don't know, but with Des Bryant, though, I think that it would have sucked a lot more attention to him. Because right now, Michael Thomas is getting a lot of attention, especially after that game last week against the Rams. People are definitely going to be double covering him, and it's going to be a lot more coverage on him, just to say the least. And Des Bryant would have taken that.
Yeah, I think it would have been really nice for the Saints, but on the same hand, he's kind of old, and I don't know if it's still there for Des.
they still got a high-powered offense. I mean, we're talking about Kamara, Michael Thomas.
Basically a receiver out of
Drew
Kamara.
Brees is having a lights-out season.
And with that gun formation that they have with Mark Ingram to the right and Alvin Kamara to the left, that's deadly, to say the least.
They got Taysom Hill as well.
Yeah.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah.
A speed D-man.
Exactly. I think they should honestly run him at the wide receiver position.
I mean, he can play every position. He's a kick returner. I mean, he's fast.
No doubt about that. No doubt about
I
that.
saw this thing when they were playing the Vikings. Sean Payton said that nobody wants to race him on the team. That's how fast he is. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think he ran like a 4.3 at the combine.
I don't remember.
I don't recall. But I mean, that Saints offense, I think that's a Super Bowl winning team. And personally, I think they need to work on their defense. That defense is horrendous. Horrendous, to say the least.
They should be undefeated, their defense.
Yeah.
Against the box.
Exactly.
Just think if they, you never know if they had James in that game. James is, you can all see that he's not good. Clearly.
True.
And let's just take this conversation. We're done with this conversation, obviously. There's nothing really to add. So I got one more conversation that we've been all arguing about, and fans here are going to think we're a little biased for this because we're Green Bay fans, but we personally believe that Aaron Rodgers is a little better than Tom Brady just because of what's happened. Obviously, Tom Brady's had the better legacy, but I mean, you've had the best coach in NFL history in your hands, and we've got Mike McCarthy, who's absolutely nothing.
He's losing it now. I cannot stand his play calls.
I think this conversation is pretty easy. It comes down to one thing. I mean, we've got the number 5 over here, this little greater sign in between, and then a 1 on the other side.
That's legacy, though.
Yeah,
But I mean, the legacy is the quarterback's greatness.
Fastest to 40,000 passing yards.
But did he win 5 Super Bowls?
I mean, has he even been?
Did he go to 8? Did he win?
What? Just take a
look at the
Been to
you got to
11
look at the difference.
You can look at the teams. I mean, go ahead, look at the teams.
Randy Moss.
One season with Randy Moss, they went undefeated until the Super Bowl.
Wes Welker. You added Gronk now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Julian?
No doubt he's got great targets.
I mean,
But he hasn't always had great targets. I mean, Gronk's been injured a lot.
Yeah,
He's only played
he's
so many seasons.
definitely injury prone.
And, I mean, Edelman and Gronk haven't played a game in like 2 years together.
But I mean,
This
you
year.
guys had Nate Soldier for a lot of years, and I mean, Aaron Rodgers has had a
He's constantly-
shiny applesauce line to say the least.
he's constantly under pressure. I swear, every pass play, he's got to roll out.
They've-
He's got to do something else.
They've literally had to form the playbook for most of the booths so he can get out of the pocket because the pocket is that corrupt. It's unbelievable. And some of the throws, that throw to Scandaline was unbelievable.
Unbelievable catch as well.
Yeah, St. Brown as well. It's just some of these things are just unbelievable what Aaron Rodgers can do. The 3 Hail Marys back then, oh my gosh. The way he puts a ball in the best place that a quarterback could put it and can adjust to any situation, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on that? What I just said. You're
I mean, yeah, he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, hands
One of the
down,
best.
Both of them.
I think he's got one of the highest passer ratings of all time. But for me, it's when you get it down to the playoffs and when you're winning games and you're constantly being talked about all the time. I mean, Tom Brady's been the comparison for GOATs. I mean, it's been a bunch of different quarterbacks come up against him, and Tom Brady's always one they're comparing him to. So I think it's pretty easy to say Tom Brady's the GOAT.
You don't know for sure, but obviously being a biased Green Bay fan, a cheater could have ruined his legacy. Cheating.
Which one?
Uh,
Cheated in the first half, scored most of their points in the second half. Got laughed out of court. Then went back in because of Roger Goodell.
Suspended for 4 years ago.
With zero proof.
Things you include.
I
What
don't
was the
know.
proof?
Include the rest of what he said, and there's emails.
They said they didn't know which pumps they'd use.
Email, phone. Emails on the phone.
They didn't have the phones. They were
They truly
destroyed.
did. No, they went out.
Tom Brady's phone was destroyed.
The emails were still there.
All right, folks. I think we might
That'll be all for
wrap.
this
Yeah.
first segment of You're Wrong, I'm Right.
Before I start getting really heated.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, you guys have a great night watching football this weekend. Good luck to any deer hunters this weekend as well. Have a good week.